Hey guys, SuperHorrorBro Mike here, and in today's video, we're going to be looking at all the endings and how to unlock them in the game House. Now recently, I did a little playthrough of House on the channel. We didn't unlock any of these endings then. I was trying to figure out what the heck to do in the game. I was sort of putting all the puzzle pieces together, and while we did make some good progress in that video, I did promise I would come back and show you guys all the different endings in the game and how to unlock them. So that's what we're going to do in this video. It's just going to be a casual video. Got all my gameplay ready and sort of on the editing suite. We're going to watch through it. I'm going to talk you guys through what I did to unlock each ending, and then after this video, in the next sort of week or so, I'll be bringing you a story explained video which takes a detailed look at all these endings, the diary entries, what exactly the house is, and you know, all the different monsters and stuff. So stay tuned for that. But today we're just going to be going through the game, so sit back, relax, and here is how to get all the different endings in the game House. Okay, so the first one we're going to unlock is called the Good Girl ending. And we start off the day always the same, getting out of bed. This one I'm going to show you in a fairly unedited form so you can see how the layout of a house is and how everything works and get a kind of sense for what House is all about. We're going to pick up the bowling ball and wake the cat up straight away, just to save a little bit of time. And then we go over to the fridge and get the milk. We're going to use the milk to distract the cat so that we can get the key. So we put the milk down there. We pick up the key, and now we can head on to the basement room. First, we're going to go in here, and we're going to get the bear trap using the bowling ball. Then we want to take this bear trap that we've just got from a wall in the piano room, and put it down so that when this giant rat bursts through that window, we trap him in the bear trap, and we can use the axe here to sort of deal the finishing blow to him, take him out. Yeah, the Good Girl ending, guys, is basically we have to kill all our family members for the dad when he gets home, and that will activate the Good Girl ending. But all these family members must die by our own hand, so yeah, we can't have, like, the mum just slipping over, for example, on that water and dying. We have to do it with the axe or a shotgun or something else. So we're chopping down the boards to go into the mother's room, and in here we're going to be able to get the shotgun out of the closet. We're also going to be able to go over to this trapdoor here, use the bowling ball, and find Toby's body. Toby's somebody that's been stashed away down here who died. So yeah, we'll look at him in the story explained video. That's our sister walking by there. We'll get to her soon. Now here is a doll who asks if we'll hold her. We say no, and we just take care of that doll. So that's one of the things we need to sort of deal with in the house down now. Now we're going to head on back to the sister. First we need some water, so if we go into the kitchen now, our water bucket that we put down is now full of water. So you can collect that up. We can go over to the piano room, and we can actually chuck this on the sister to kill her. She'll start screaming now, and that causes the chandelier to fall down on her. Kind of a weird animation there. So the mother's saying come and eat. We'll obviously be able to get the sandwich there. If we were going to feed the rat, that's what we'd use to feed the rat. We use a bowling ball to kill the cat because we only have a certain amount of axe strikes to use, guys. We can't always use the axe for everything. We've got a shotgun shell there. Now we're actually going to use the shotgun on the cat here so we don't get too close to it. So there we go, that's the cat down. Gonna get the second shotgun shell from this vase here. There it is. And now we're gonna head to the mother in the kitchen. And just take care of her. There we go, kind of morbid. And then the neighbor as well, she's in the fridge as you can see. The neighbor, she'll poke her head through the window. She's got a really long neck. We're gonna actually chop her head off as well. So yeah, we're gonna just kill everybody in this house. There we go. Now we just wait for the dad to come home because that's pretty much everyone taken care of. We can put the bowling ball down on the rug there so we don't get spiked by it. That's a little tip for you. We first want to go over to the toilet to speak to the toilet monster. It's this kind of weird creature that lives in the toilet, and she'll tell us if we've successfully completed our mission. What's this? A child. I sense potential in you. So that means we've completed our mission. And now the dad comes home. He says, Tabby, I'm home. You've been a very good girl because we've killed all of the people in the family. He gives us a hug. And that's the ending. So that's the first ending for the game, but we've unlocked for being a bad girl, not a good girl. It says blood pools in doorways and seeps into the carpet. Splatter covers the walls. It drips from your fingertips. Your father grins madly and embraces you. The darkness swallows you both, leaving nothing behind. And there we go, that's the end, guys. But each time we complete the game, we get visited by a strange entity. It's a bit like Flowery from Undertale, if you guys have seen that game. And it seems to be the doll from the bedroom which is controlling the house. So she's visiting us for the first time now. And she says, "So, you think you've beaten it? Well, I'm afraid you're terribly wrong. There's no way to stop it. It never ends." And she's going to be visiting us every time we get an ending, right up until the final ending, guys. So now we're on to the second ending, and this one is called the Patricide ending. And what we need to do here is just basically play a lot of the level just the same, but in this one, we're gonna actually kill the father. So we're gonna need our ammunition, our bear trap and stuff like that for the father rather than the family. We're not really concerned about doing anything with our own family this time. We don't need to save them, we don't need to do anything with them really, just let the house sort of deal with them. Then we're gonna use the axe to break through here into the mum's bedroom, and we're gonna take the shotgun, and we're gonna go straight down into the secret room and get the slingshot. We'll take the bear trap. There we go. And we'll get our shotgun shell from the vase. We're gonna need one more shotgun shell, so we're gonna go in here, feed the rats. We can actually feed the rat the sandwich, you see, that the mum makes, and by doing that, he won't attack us, and then we're able to peacefully take the shotgun shell. We'll be doing that quite a lot as the game goes on to get different endings. Now the dad's arrived home, and he says Daddy's home. He'll try and kill us now with his big knife. What we're gonna do is put down the bear trap. I almost ran through it. So that chops him in two, but he'll still keep coming, so we shoot him with a shotgun, and his head still keeps coming, so we have to shoot that again. And now we've dealt with the dad, and we'll get the Patricide ending. You fall to your knees, exhausted. Father is dead. His head rolls over, and his glossy eyes shift at you. Just a twitch, once and no more. The darkness retreats, but somewhere distant, a fleshy heartbeat continues. And there we are, that is the end of Patricide. We're going to be visited by this strange entity once again, and the story continues. You must think you're so clever, don't you? I bet you didn't even do it on your own. You're wasting your time anyway, you know? There's no way to stop it. It never ends. And that's it. She goes away again until the next ending. Okay, this ending is called The Song, and what we need to do for this ending is to save the sister only. We need to save the sister so that she will play a song. So first of all, we want to destroy the piano in this room so that she can't access the piano, because if she accesses the piano, the chandelier will eventually fall on her and kill her. We're also going to want to take the bucket, and we're going to want to put the fire out so that there's no fire in the house, because that chandelier will set the piano on fire if we leave it. Next, we're going to want to drop the bowling ball on the rug so that doesn't come to life and attack us. Destroy the chair in here because we want the sister to only be able to sit on the bed when she comes back this way. We're heading to the bathroom to destroy the toilet because the toilet monster will kill the sister if we leave that unbroken. Now we're going to take the doll this time, and we're actually going to go into the sister's room. So once she comes back out that toilet, because she can't sit on the toilet, she'll come into her bedroom, and then we can pass the doll to her, as you can see. And she says, "Thanks for bringing her to me, Tabby," and she takes the doll from us. And eventually, if we wait here long enough, she will head over to the main living room as the clock strikes 5 AM, and the dad will return home as she plays a song. And it seems like this song basically takes away the dad's will to kill his family and cleanses him, and we get a peaceful ending. Your sister's song fills the house. The dark burns away as the sound echoes throughout. Deep shadows retreat from your father's eyes. The curse lifts, but at what cost? So it's time for our third visit with the entity now, guys. This time she's going to be a little bit more angry. How cute. You really think you can get through this? I don't even care anymore. I was trying to help you. But go ahead, waste your time all you want. And we'll continue to waste our time as we move to the family ending. Okay, so this is the family ending, and in this ending, the objective is not to kill the entire family, but rather to keep everybody alive. We want a happy family by the end of this run, and so our mission objective is to save our family from this cursed house. We're gonna go over to the boarded up bedroom. Our mum's just worked hard to board up, and break those boards down. I always collect with shotgun. I'm not even sure if I need the shotgun on this run, but when I was playing it, I was just collecting everything. But we definitely need the slingshot, and we need to have come into this room. We're now gonna head on back towards the piano room, and we're going to get the piano taken care of so our sister can't fall into that trap. We're also going to take the bear trap, and we're going to get the shotgun shells. You might wonder why we're getting all this stuff. Basically, we're going to be facing a boss in this level, our first boss fight. Well, I guess the dad was a boss fight as well, but our first like real boss fight. This time we're actually going to hold the doll once again. We don't want to take the doll down, we want to hold the doll, and we want to place the doll on the bed there. And we also want to destroy the toilet in here, because a monster can come out of that, so we want to make sure that our sister's not sitting down there. There she is. So she's going to be nice and safe now. We've basically saved the sister. We want to make sure that the mother doesn't sort of fall foul of this big creature that comes out of the fridge. And we also want to make sure that the cat is safe. So we want to take the water. I'll show you why in a minute. You see this fire that the piano has caused? Basically, the cat's going to get set on fire in a minute. We need to put that fire out so the cat doesn't die, otherwise we won't be able to get this ending. So, in a minute, you'll see the cat come through that door. There we go. Put the fire out. No more fur on that cat, but he's still alive, thankfully. And now we're actually going to save the mom. Now, as soon as the mom becomes sort of drunk off the wine there, a monster will come to claim her from the fridge. We're going to cut the monster's hand off. You can see that we've angered this monster because this giant woman just emerges from a fridge. It's literally nightmare fuel right now. We want to put the bear trap down to trap her as she kind of tries to chase us out. And the whole of this next sequence, guys, is all just about avoiding this woman until 5 AM. When 5 AM strikes, basically, she is vanquished by the sunlight outside, or maybe the curse is lifted momentarily from the house. Whatever happens, she disappears, and we don't have to deal with her anymore. So basically the idea is just run around the house avoiding her best you can, try and go into rooms, come straight back out of them, and you know, I shoot her a few times with a shotgun. I'm not sure that that really helps at all, but seeing as I collect a shotgun every run, I just have it and I used it. But just keep avoiding her till 5 AM comes around, and eventually that family ending unlocks. Just a little bit longer to avoid this thing. And there we go, it's taken down. And now we're greeted with the first really happy ending of this game, where we see the family all sat around the dinner table. It did not seem possible. The day stretched on and the darkness grew bold, the curse on your house insurmountable. But now the house is still. The endless gnawing dread replaced with a warm meal, and you return to your old familiar life. And there we are. That's a nice happy ending for us. All sat around eating dinner with the family. The curse lifted, for now. And here is the entity once again. And she says, "So, you're still at it, huh? Didn't you hear what I said? Just give up, won't you? This is your reality now. There's no way out, so stop trying. Just accept your fate, won't you? Stop resisting destiny. I won't tell you again. It never ends." Well, we'll see about that, won't we? We're going to move on to the next ending. Right, so this is called The End, and this is like the true ending to the game. It's basically, there is going to be one more ending after this, but this is the true ending of the game. Now we've got all the other endings. You'll notice that clock face, every time we got an ending, has got a red mark on it. We can now destroy the clock with the axe, and it changes to this black and white view, and we've got all these weird things like the eyeballs in this room happening suddenly. We can now talk to Toby's ghost as well. It's like we're in this in-between dimension where the sort of dead exist, you know, like this sort of realm of the dead, I guess. And what we want to do is we want to pick up the slingshot as normal and take care of these two eyes in this room. The whole point to this is basically vanquishing the evil in the house. You'll see there's these weird zombies shuffling around everywhere. Some of these we will kill and others we won't. We want to take care of this mouth, because we've done the eyes, we want to take care of a mouth. So just avoid this mouth for as long as you can. Eventually it will like snap shut. And now we need to drop, there we go, the bowling ball in the mouth and break the teeth. We want to get our other shotgun shell from the box up there. As you see, I just missed it like multiple times. Now we want to take the shotgun and shoot this guy so we can get past him. And head on into the piano room. Now here we're going to have to attack these thumbs that come out of the ground. Or perhaps fingers, I suppose. There should be 5 of them. If you don't kill them straight away, they'll crush you and it'll be game over, so you have to be like really quick here. Get the second shotgun shell, and this is going to be where we wrap up this ending. We want to shoot the heart, so just move over to the middle of the room. Like so. And bang, there we go, it destroys all 3 at once. But it's not quite the end yet, because we've fallen into this sort of underground lair of the entity possessing the house. And we'll wake up in here and actually be able to control our character once again. So first of all, we head over to the right and we can see what looks to be our body laying there. As if we've kind of left our body, you know, like our soul's left its body now. We want to head up to the right at the top of the screen next. And we eventually come across this like puppet master who's been controlling everything. It's this old man. And he says, "Come here, Tabby." And then the following scene plays out. He says, "You mustn't leave. We've been having so much fun. You need me." Her arm comes off. She pulls out a blade and splits him right in 2. Pretty gruesome. And that, guys, is going to wrap up the ending of this game. Our final cutscene with the entity, who's a bit more worried this time. "You're a fool. A fool. A dumb, insignificant... Hey, what are you doing? Wait, stop. There's no hard feelings, right? Go ahead and leave. I won't get in your way." "Oh, okay, I lied. It does end. But please." And there we go. We deal the finishing blow and we've saved our soul from being trapped within the house. And now we get a totally different ending, which is actually outside of a house to show we have left it. It seems we're without our family and we've lost our arm, but we're sat outside the house, which is good, right? It feels like so long ago. That house, my family, my arm. It's felt like a dream, like I wasn't in control. But I'm free. I'm moving on my own now. What a beautiful day. And there we go. That is the end, guys. But there is one more ending, a secret ending that we can unlock if we go back into the game now. Okay, so this ending involves a lot of frogs and a new boss. And the first thing I'll say is it's really, really hard to unlock. So only try and unlock this if you've got a lot of patience and you're happy to get very frustrated potentially. Now, in order to get this ending at all, we actually need to water the plant in our sister's room. Basically, we need to water the plant by collecting water in the buckets in the kitchen and watering it 4 times. And then it will grow into this big full-featured plant and we'll start seeing frogs spawn around the house afterwards. We have to locate these frogs and kill all of them until there's a larger frog appearing in each of the rooms. And you'll sort of see what I mean in a minute if this sounds like really weird. If you miss any frogs along the way, you have to restart the whole thing and you've got a really short amount of time to locate these frogs. There's the first frog. Instead of a father returning home afterwards, you'll get this giant frog boss. We basically just have to run around the house, locating all of these different frogs. They can appear in the same room twice as well. So just because you've checked a room, it doesn't mean that, you know, the frog won't appear there. You can see there's a frog on top of the grandfather clock now as well. That's what's going to happen every time we kill a frog. One will appear in a room around the house. And what we need to do is fill the house with these frogs. So we're going to want all of the usual tools. As I said, we're getting the slingshot here. As you can see, we've got the shotgun. We're going to want that for the boss. Just put the bowling ball on the rug now. Let's take care of this little fella. So that's another frog down. There's none in there. Is there any in the kitchen? Nope. This is what I mean. You just got to run around the house until you've located all of the frogs. It's really frustrating because you can miss them so easily. So the mum's made the sandwiches. We're about halfway through the night. That means we better get a wiggle on and get these frogs. There's another one. As I said, they can appear in the same rooms twice, which is the frustrating part. Oh, the piano's collapsed. Also, you're going to have to be careful because once you've completed the game and got the ending, this new character will appear, which is this like woman with a pair of scissors, and she'll chase you around the house. So it's important to try and avoid her because she's like really quick. So if she spots you, it's almost certainly a game over. If you avoid her for long enough, she will fall on her own scissors. So it is possible to actually beat her, but if we see her, I'll point her out. But she's just something else to be. Oh, there she is. There she is. Look. I forgot we ran into her when I was recording this. But there we go. As you can see, she fell over on her scissors. So she's taken care of now. We now need to feed the rats so that we can get the second shotgun shell. Here we go. We shouldn't need too many more frogs now. Maybe 1 or 2 more. We just need to locate the things. Maybe one down here. Nope. Yeah, there we go. And as you can see, or as you can hear I should say, we can hear the sound of hundreds of frogs in the air now. And that means that we've activated this secret ending and this secret boss. And now we just have to kill the boss, which is really hard. It took me about 10 attempts to do this, maybe more. You have to be really precise. The best thing to do is to set a trap as soon as he comes in the house so that he instantly gets downed with the trap. I think we need to hit him 6 or 7 times with the axe plus 2 shotgun shots and the trap so he has a lot of energy. So when the clock strikes, that means he's home. Here he is. He says, "Ribbit, ribbit, you will die for your crimes." So yeah, let's do this. 3 axe strikes straight away and then move out of his way. He'll have 2 attacks basically. he'll be able to spew acid at you, and he'll also, like that, and he'll also be able to sort of belly flop on top of us, which is really hard to dodge. So as soon as he does a belly flop or sort of pukes up that acid, just get a hit in. I think we've got 5 hits on him now, so I think we need one or two more. There we go, yeah, 6 hits. That's the ending. It took me ages to unlock to show you guys. And you can see a little frog has emerged from the body of the one we just took down there. The beast falls over, suddenly still. He has croaked. The flies rejoice with their oppressor vanquished. The croaking turns to a silence as a little frog beckons you to come closer. And now we talk to the frog instead of the entity. And here he is. Hey there, thanks for saving me. I don't know how long I've been inside that beast. What a nightmare. I'm just glad it's over. You sure are a hero, aren't you? Where shall I hop to next? Maybe I'll stick around here for a while longer. You look like you could use a friend. Now, get some rest. I'll see you again soon. Now there are actually a few additional endings we can get, but they're not like real endings, they're just variations of what we've already seen. And we get these guys by actually interacting with a snail called Marty, who is in the piano room. If we interact with Marty and put him on our heads while we basically carry out the various endings throughout the game, we get little variations on them. I'm not really going to show you them in this video because it's literally just a little bit of extra text, but the one to note, which is of some importance, is the new friend ending that we've just watched when you activate that with Marty. So this is basically what will happen when you complete the new friend ending with Marty. Oh, hi. Haven't we already done this? Oh well. I've really enjoyed staying with you, Tabby. I just sit here all day and watch TV with that doll. She told me that you two had a bit of a falling out. Oh well, you've got me now. Forever it appears. I can't seem to leave. Oh well, I'm just a figment of your dreams anyway. See you around, Tabby. So there we go. It's a little bit of an elaboration on the doll that we've been running into at the end of every night, and just a nice way to wrap up this video today, guys. But that's been every ending in the game. As I said, we're going to go through all the diary entries, or journal entries I should say, and the story in full in the Story Explained video coming soon. But I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and if you have, remember to leave me a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for more videos just like this one, and I will see you all on the next one.